Okay, I've got a 2000 Chevy Silverado 4.8 liter 4L65E here. This is your transmission. Got it apart here, and when you were telling me what was going on when you were installing it, now things are kind of making sense. It looks like the torque converter didn't get installed properly into the pump, and this is the result. This is what's called stacking the pump, meaning that when the torque converter isn't completely installed into the pump, that it pushes against the pump here, and then it causes it to crack and break. And actually, it probably just cracked because you didn't start the vehicle when that happened, and then you took it back out, put it in, and then you drove it down the road. But of course, 200 miles later, this is what we've got. When you got the crack there, I'm sure when you put it in, it cracked, and pressure was being reduced, and you said you were feeling it like it was getting sluggish and more sluggish and not really working all that great. Well, as you were driving it and revving it, it just got more and more, and then eventually it just exploded. And when with you having low pressure like that, you could see these clutches, they've got some burning all the way around the edge here. This is your reverse clutches, which are pretty bad there. And then of course your clutches for your third and fourth gear, they're pretty dark also. So with that loss of pressure because of this pump being cracked and then eventually just grenading on you, that's what caused your transmission failure. Also you can see where the drum is for your second gear, fourth gear band that rides here, and it's got some scarring on it from the band. So we'll need to get that replaced. Of course, we'll need to get a new pump. And it also did a little bit of scarring here right into the pump housing, where it's grooved into there. And then also into here too, we've got some grooving on the side. So we're going to have to get just a complete new pump here. And of course another drum. And so anyway, just be careful when you go to put this one back in there. And just anybody that's watching this video too, when you go to put the torque converter back into a transmission, most transmissions you should have a 3-part system where it goes in once, twice, and then 3 times. And my basic rule of thumb is that if you can get your hand behind the converter into the housing, it's not all the way in. That converter should just be right at the back of the housing there to where you can't get your hand back there, and that means it's all the way into the pump. And then I know sometimes you're under a car, you're trying to get the transmission in, you're juggling around. Sometimes that converter can slip out too, even though if you get it all the way in. So you got to make sure right before you put them bolts in that that converter is all the way in, because this could happen. And then you'll have no pressure, or you'll start hearing a whining noise or something like that. So it's just really important that happens. Yeah, but anyway, in this case, we'll go ahead and get you taken care of with a new pump, complete rebuild this one, and we'll get you back down the road. All right.